This is Sagarika Mahanti. Welcome to economics classes. In our economics, there is two major parts. One is your microeconomics and another is your statistics. Microeconomics is related to your theory, lots of theories and diagrams. And here statistics is related to your lots of theories and numericals. And its weightage is 40 marks and its weightage is also 40 marks and 20 marks is your project. So this is all about economics. Now we will discuss our first topic, that is microeconomics. Before you starting about this, let's talk about what is the meaning of economics. So the word economics arrived from economy. Okay, so what is the meaning of economy? Economy is a system which provide people means to work and earn their livings. That means it is a system which provides means to work to people for their earning their livings. So this is all about the economy. So the word economy is derived from Greek word that is oikos and nemesis. Oikos in English dictionary, oikos means household and nemesis means to manage. So as per the above definition or above word, that means oikos nemesis, we can say that household management. So we can say that economics may be a study of human behavior. So in this situation, human activities are also involved in economics. So we know that which type of human activities, that are the economic activities are done in economics. So in this economy, we can say that it is a boundary. It is a boundary where financial transactions are done. And it is always related to money. So in this case, we can say that it is a situation where financial transactions are done. So economy is also can be known as open economy and closed economy. Open economy, we can say that import and export activities are done outside the countries. And here closed economic means there is import and export activities are done. Import or export activities are done but within the country. So open economic means you are doing business not only in your country, you can business in foreign countries also. And in your closed economy, that means you are doing business within the country boundary. Now we are discuss about some definition of economics. Various economists provides their definition to us. So some of them are discussed in here. So first of the economist is Adam Smith. Adam Smith is also known as your father of economics. And his theory is related to wealth. Now, after the Adam Smith, another economist came, and his name is Alfred Marshall. Alfred Marshall. And his theory is related to social welfare. After Adam Smith, another economist also came, that his name is Lionel Robin. His theory indicates that is all about scarcity. So scarcity is related to lack of something. And last one is Professor Samuelson. And his theory is related to growth. So this is the all four economists provide their definition in economics. In Adam Smith, they provide the theory of wealth, and your Alfred Marshall provide the theory of social welfare, and the Lionel Robin provide the scarcity. Scarcity means something is lackness in economy, and here in economics is related to scarcity is related to your resources. In economics there is a lots of theories. So here the resources is limited and human wants are unlimited. And our Samuelson provides the theory about the growth. So this is all about your definition in economics. Now we will discuss our new topic, that is branch of economics. Branch of economics. There are two branches of economics. One is microeconomics and another is macroeconomics. You study microeconomics in 11th class, and your macroeconomics is you are studying in 12th class. So what is the meaning of microeconomics? So microeconomics means if you study about an individual unit, then you go through the microeconomics, and if you study the aggregate units, then you go through the macroeconomics. We can better understand through the comparison chart of microeconomy and macroeconomics. So first point over here, that is microeconomy is also derived from Greek word micros. Micros, which means in our English dictionary, which means small. And the same things, macros is derived from Greek word that is macros, which means that is like Greek word macros, and here the Greek word macros, which means large. So here the major definition is difference is micro means small and macro means large. Another point is it deals with economic issue related to economy. Single unit of an economy. Here it deals with economy issue related to economy as a whole. So that means it deals with what? It deals with the issue related to single unit. Okay, here it deals with issue related to economy as a whole. So it's all about aggregate. It means it study about the aggregate units and it's related to study of single units. Another point of the microeconomics is it is a study of individual income, and as considered it is a large related to large aggregate activities, then it is the study of national income. Here we can say that study of individual price, price level, and here microeconomics study of aggregate price level. It is also known as theory of price and this is also known as theory of income and employment. So it is a simple difference between the micro and macroeconomics, that is study of individual income. Here it is study of the national income, and here the study of the individual price level, because it is a small, it based on the small issues. So it is related to individual price level and it is related to aggregate price level. And here it is also known as theory of price, and here is also known as income and theory of income and employment. It is concerned with the price and output of one firm only, and here it is concerned with general price level and aggregate output. General price level means your situation in economy, like your price situation in economy. That means maybe it's your inflation situation or maybe it's your deflation situation. Inflation situation means your increase in the price level, and deflation situation means your decrease in the price level. And aggregate output means how much output you are how much output come from your economy, total economy. So this is related to micro and macroeconomy. Here the example may be, we can take this, we are study about the consumer behavior. Like if the price increases, then how much the consumer buy, the buying of the consumer increase or decrease. This is related to your microeconomics. As like this, we are study about the producer behavior. Like if the price increase, then producer supply more or less. This is related to macroeconomics, and here it can be example of the national income, or maybe your study about the poverty, study about the unemployment, etc. So this is all about the microeconomics and macroeconomics. We can explain this through a small example. Let's take an example of our telecommunication companies in India. Telecommunication companies in India. So there are some of the telecommunication companies like your BSNL, your Reliance Jio, your Vodafone, Vodafone Idea Limited, or Airtel. So this is some telecommunication companies in India. So when we are studying about whole things, whole telecommunication companies in India, so this is related to your macroeconomics. Are you all getting my point? If we are studying about the whole telecommunication companies in India, then this is called macroeconomics. If we are studying one of the company, okay, like one company's telecommunication companies of India, like their features, their schemes, their recharge planning, their customer services, etc. So this studies is related to your macroeconomics. Are you all getting this? That means if you are studying the whole telecommunication companies in India, this is known as macroeconomics. If we are studying one of the telecommunication companies in India, this is related to your microeconomics. So this is all about the micro and macroeconomics. I hope you all are understood my topic.